we are gonna go to another part of Mine Uran. And Mine is the co-founder and CEO of Alver World. She has more than, over the past 20 years, she says she has been searching for the perfect alternative to animal protein. And as a food engineer, she's led teams in Unilever and DuPont, amongst other. And then she headed up as a protein expert at Nestle. And on her path, she understood one thing, and that is that the most sustainable nutrition you could find from the oldest living creatures on Earth, the microalgae. She founded Alver together with Mybrit Biscoff Bridges, and we are now very curious to hear what she has to say. Thank you. The floor is yours, Mine.
So, thank you, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. I met Kristen 15 years ago when I have received a call when I was at DuPont and I was leading diversity activities there. Yeah, would you like to speak at the WIN conference? I didn't know anything about WIN conference, but opportunity is opportunity. So I just went to Lausanne and I spoke at that conference. Since then, we have changed a lot. I changed a lot. I left DuPont and then moved to Nestle. And then at Nestle, I felt also it is not going quick enough in terms of sustainability. And this is why I have decided to create my own company. We can change now. So what I want you, okay, I am an engineer, so I will throw some numbers, but please listen carefully to these numbers because they are important. They are so crucial for our future. Number one, you see actually that since 2003, between 2003 and 2019, we have increased arable land in the world by 9%. Okay, but our increase in population is 21%. So what is happening is, although we are increasing our land use, we are losing land per capita. And this is so important. This is something that I have a feeling that nobody really realizes yet. Because what is happening is all this deforestation, all those Amazon fires are due to this fact, because we are 50% of gain of this arable land is coming from deforestation. So this is really crucial for our future, for our children's future, and this is something why I have looked at the sea. Can we change the next one? So when you see microalgae, why I have looked at microalgae? Why didn't I look any plant protein, although I have been working for 20 years in plant proteins? Because of the land use. Land use is important. The second really important thing is the CO2 emission. So if we have a much better CO2 emission with microalgae than any plant protein. You can see here the soy protein, who has largest protein content compared to pea protein and so on, is also less. If just now listen to this number, if we would only change 5%, reduce 5% of the meat consumption and change it to microalgae consumption, we would save per year 260 million CO2. So this is where I was just thinking, okay, we need to just find a global and important solution. The next slide, please. But important solution is microalgae, but it doesn't taste good. It doesn't have the color. Yeah. So this is green. Nobody wants to eat green stuff. So, just try to make children eat green stuff. No, it's just not working. So this is exactly why I have looked in reducing the chlorophyll naturally. It is through a mutation. So you have learned about mutation. It just happens, yeah. But you can control mutation as well. So, and you can increase that, and you can create a less intense tasty. So that is actually a tasty neutral ingredient into our foods that you can at the end incorporate it into your foods and then have a sustainable nutrition. The next slide, please. So what we have done is we have created many products, not only with our powder. We have at Amazon.de, you can go and find our pastas, mueslis, bars, but also other products we have created with this unique microalgae, which is definitely very neutral in taste. Because it's neutral in taste, those are the consumer responses. They just say, oh, I never thought I'm eating algae. So this is the revolution we are doing. This is the revolution we are going. And I am very hopeful, I have Rose on, that we will also, as an organization and as human, understand in the future how important it is that we eat sustainably. So with this, I'm finishing my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. It's so fascinating. Like, isn't it great how we are also different? We have some people who are very wordy, and then we have other people like, we just had a scientist, an engineer, here the number, here the thing. It's wonderful. We love it. What a great garden of beautiful flowers we are. Thank you, Mina. And also thank you so much for taking on this and looking at this and looking at the numbers, and it's so clear. This is what we have to do, and this is where we have to go. And Mina mentioned something. So she had worked with these amazing companies, and many of you in the room may work for these companies, and still you said it didn't go fast enough. And that's a very interesting sentence. I know it for myself too. I was working places where it didn't go fast enough. And I think then the thing is, should you stay and keep trying to make this happen, or should you go? And Mina, since you were so short and synthetic, I'll ask you that question. So when you were in the multinational and you wanted to do the change, but it went too slow according to you, and then you jumped into entrepreneurship. I mean, what was the process going on? And now, how do you feel about being an entrepreneur on this journey?
Actually, the first thing is actually my salary decreased. But it didn't really matter because I really enjoyed the 5 years. I have a fantastic co-founder with whom we just overcome all the barriers. We are having so much fun. Difficulties, yes, many things, but it is just a great journey. We are now we are celebrating our 5 years. As you know, actually, startups do not survive. 95% of the startups do not survive 5 years. So we are 5% of the. But I think, if you are passionate about something, just do what you think is just right for you and for the planet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And